Did you guys see the 66 series laptops featured at CES? The GS66 Stealth and the GE66 Raider. These are looking pretty compelling here versus what we would normally get, especially out of the Raider. Let's start with the Raider. The Raider has traditionally had that 57-ish watt-hour battery. They're going straight to 99.9 watt-hours on both the Raider and the Stealth on the 66 series. Now on the Raider, that means they're really going to have to revamp what's going on there on the inside, as the cooling solution was pretty robust. The battery went behind the cooling solution, and then towards the front of the laptop here was speakers. Now the speakers on the Raider for the 66 series, instead of being pushed out through the bottom, they're going to go out to the side, perhaps, minimize the enclosure. The battery should then be up front, and then that would ultimately not impact the cooling solution all that much. Fingers crossed on that. 99.9 watt-hour battery. Pretty compelling. Don't expect to see these till maybe mid to late spring. I believe that's when the 10th gen mobile Intel chips are going to be out, and I do know that they plan on waiting until that happens. So hopefully not another hot mess from Intel, but it is what it is. I do look forward to covering that chassis, maybe even the Stealth. My concern, though, is the price, because big battery laptops tend to fetch a good price. With the exception of electronics or a few random gigabyte deals, these laptops are typically not too cheap. So the GS66 Stealth, my biggest gripe with the Stealth series for many years now is the motherboard is flipped upside down. And so accessing your storage and memory and just a potential repaste, which is eventually inevitable unless you go with liquid metal, well, there's a lot of ribbon cables and just some extra steps to get to that point that it's going to be very intimidating for a lot of people. So I hope they don't do this again, but based on how it looks to me, I have a feeling it's still a reversed motherboard, which is a shame. So with that out of the way, the Raider definitely should be on your radar. As far as the Stealth goes, we shall see. The Stealth's chassis was always had a little bit more flex to it for a thin and light, and that's to be expected out of a thin and light. But it's my understanding that this one may be a little bit heavier, and as a result, a little bit more robust. And personally, I don't have a problem with that. So everything about those two laptops now, I think, are going to be in a good place, minus the motherboard being flipped on the Stealth, and that's just my speculation, but I have no reason to believe it's done any other way. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think of these laptops. I think they're going to be very expensive, but I do think the direction to move into a larger battery, especially for that Raider, was a good move on MSI's part. All right, folks, that's going to do it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.